Hi everybody, it's Glyne here. I am out and about this week, so Leadership Truth is coming to you from my Honda CR-V. Anyway, this week's Leadership Truth was inspired by our friend Donald Trump, who inspires so many leadership truths, does he not? Anyway, this one is clean up your own dandruff. Clean up your own dandruff. In case you missed it, Trump did a classic move where he decided to sweep dandruff off French President Emmanuel Macron's blazer, and right in front of a press corps. Fabulous. But it got me thinking about, when we give feedback publicly in that kind of a way, which is kind of not coming from a positive place. Right? That's a threat response that's happening right there. And one of the models that I love so much, developed by David Rock, looks at how we respond to threats in our environment. And the model is called the SCARF model. And totally look it up. I'm going to give you the highlights, but essentially, our brain has 3 parts to it, and the oldest part we call the lizard brain. It's your amygdala. It's our fight, flight, or freeze response. And research shows that we will have the same reaction to threats like a flame email or somebody cutting us off in traffic as we would have had thousands of years ago when we were being chased by a saber-toothed tiger. Our body responds in the same way. And what David Rock did was he bucketed into 5 threat response things. Threat to status, so it's SCARF. Status, certainty, autonomy, relatedness, and fairness. And so if you've ever had a situation where you have blurted out feedback to somebody and afterwards you've thought, that was kind of a crappy thing to do in front of that meeting, in front of everybody, chances are it's because you got triggered with a threat response. Something stepped on you. I know for me, a big trigger where I will blurt out feedback is threat to autonomy, threat to status. If I feel like you're undermining me, then I'm going to go into a mode. So obviously, Donald Trump was being threatened by something, felt the need to dust, dandruff off somebody's shirt. But this is where I think as leaders, there's a lesson in that. How do we clean up our own dandruff, right? Cleaning up our own dandruff is around becoming aware of those triggers, figuring out what sets us off, and then looking for ways to strategize and manage those things before we get into those moments, right? So check it out, David Rock, SCARF model, super awesome. It totally makes you think about what your own triggers are, and then with awareness, you can start to manage things better. So, hope you enjoyed this week's Leadership Truth. For sure, send me in any of your ideas for Leadership Truths. Love to get them. I know we got a ton of response from last week's, which actually was inspired by a member of our community who will remain unnamed because I don't want to out her. But if you've got one, send it in. And be sure to check out every Tuesday when we drop a new Leadership Truth, and follow us on social every week for more. Okay, thanks so much, everybody. Have a great week.